swear, this is gonna probably be my last video about these. I know we're getting tired of these things. Maybe like 1 or 2 later down the road. Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, man. So this time we want to talk about on the shoe, the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha. I know this shoe is probably one of, if not the hyped shoe of so far in 2022. I feel like it's been crazy hype, definitely. And there's a lot of shenanigans to go with these things because, you know, a lot of people actually do want this shoe. So, you know what I like to do on this channel, you know, some holds, some sells, panic, patience. When's a good time to buy? Are you looking for a personal? Are you trying to hang on to these things? What should you guys do? You know, I just want to give my advice and my opinion about these things. Oh, by the way, probably by the time I drop this video tomorrow, Saturday, July 23rd, I will be in Miami at the Sneaker Swap 365 event in Miami at the airport convention or the Miami convention. It'll be a good time. I've been there before. It's always a good time. Last time was great too as well. So hope to see you guys there. Make sure you guys pull up at the Sneaker Swap 365 event in Miami this Saturday. So the rumors were that there's about over 100K pairs worldwide, which I could see. I could see that about 100K pairs. How many came to the public? Who knows? There were about 55,000 pairs men's on the sneakers app. Now that sounds like a lot, but there was definitely a lot more demand. There was so many L's out there, but low-key there were a decent amount of W's too. You know, I got a lot of people hitting me up on these things, and it's kind of crazy. Like I almost felt like remember last year how the fragments were the lows? I felt like there were more pair of these, but they were more pair of the reverse. I'm not sure what the issue was. I don't know. It's just the way how it felt in my opinion. But you know, when it's all said and done, there's still a decent amount. Obviously, it's gonna be more limited. It's definitely a hyped limited shoe, so everyone's gonna go for it. And you know, nowadays sneakers has been like super big and it's just super hard to cop stuff, especially on hype shoes. We always got to fight against the botting, the backdooring, the resellers, and all kind of stuff, and you know, and just everything. Everyone's gonna go after this shoe, so that's why it just caused a big old problem. But anyways, right now the price on these things are pretty hefty. Like it is really high. Like I'm seeing prices about $1,500, which you might say, hey, they're not that high compared to the other past Air, you know, Travis Scott lows, like the OGs or the fragments. Yeah, obviously, but you guys remember these came out like 3 years ago and this came out last year, and it was a triple collaboration during the freaking pandemic with like stimmies and employment checks and stuff like that. So prices always stayed high on these. Now remember, Travis Scott lows, these did touch around like, I think it was like 800, 900. Now they're at a whopping skyrocket at like $1,800 to $2,000. We'll talk about this, but this one right here, the reverse mochas, right now, this is going to be the highest price point. Once everyone took L's on sneakers and people, I call this the panic buying stage. This is the panic buying stage where people, they feel like they took all L's, so they just want to go to the apps and just buy. This is where its highest price point is. Last night or something like that they were touching 1,200. Now they're at around like 15 to like 1,400. Some sizes are like 1,300. I think a size 13 is even the lowest. I think that's at like 11. It was touching 11 lowest ask. Anyway, it's still pretty high. You gotta remember this shoe only retail for, I think it was like 130, 150. So it's like a huge you know, crazy profit margin on these things. Will these things, is this the best, you know, time to buy right now? You know, I still say for you guys, if you guys do want personals, to just wait it out a little bit. Wait it out, guys. There's no need to buy it right now. The prices is whopping high. You're gonna feel awful if you guys paid 16 plus 1,500 plus on these things, and then in 2 to 3 weeks, which I think is gonna happen about 2 to 3 weeks, once people get pairs from sneakers, people are gonna start to undercut. Little Timmies are gonna start to get these things. They gotta pay these things off and try to make big dollars on them. They're gonna see the price went from 15 to 12. They're gonna panic sell, and then these things could drop around 1,200, 1,100. Could they touch under 1,000? I think maybe some sizes. These might touch under 1,000. Maybe. Big maybe though. So don't go in the chat and like, you said it's gonna go under 1,000. I didn't. I said some sizes. some sizes, okay? These retail, the sizes came from a size men's size 4, which is basically like a GS size 4, all the way to like a size 14 or something like that, right? So maybe the smaller sizes might touch under 1,000. You know, men's regular sizes, I still think they're gonna be around 1,000 to 1,200. Once people start to get pairs and little teams start to panic sell and all the undercutting start to happen, I think that's where we're gonna settle at, is around 1,200 to 1,000. Might even touch less than like high 900s, maybe. Big maybe though. But other things I like to talk about in the videos that I do on the channel too as well, is this shoe worth the hold? It kind of depends on your situation. You gotta think about it. If you did end up getting these things on sneakers for retail, it's a pretty good come up. Like, you're looking like at least, you know, if you guys sell it right now, you know, a $1,200 to even $1,500 come up. Like, that's pretty freaking good. There's no need to get too greedy about it. But, you know, I personally, if I were to get these things and I didn't want to say you get the wrong size or something like that, or, you know, maybe you just don't like the shoe, you still went for it, try to sell it for some bread, I would say try to sell them probably as soon as possible before the price drop down. Now, again, is this a good hold? Can this shoe go past what they're worth right now, which is about 14 to 15? Like I said earlier in the video, I said that I think they're gonna stay around that 1,100 to 1,200, maybe 1,000 price point. Will they ever reach to a price point? Let's say the fragments and the OGs. You know, fragments are about 17 to 16, depending on sizes. OGs are like crazy amount right now, like 18. Can their reverse joints, you know, be as much as these? I think this is probably gonna be the lowest Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott in price point compared to the fragments and the OGs. Not saying it's the worst, but the price point is gonna be the lowest. Why? It had more pairs. There were more pairs on sneakers compared to other, you know, lows here. I mean, obviously this is a fragment collaboration, triple collaboration, and then in the OG. Remember the fragments at one point, these were at crazy high during like what, stimmies and all that stuff, and then also tax season this year. Like, I remember I had a size 12. I sold it for like 17. I'm seeing prices for a size 12 and the fragments touching like, I think it was like 14, 15. So they actually kind of drop. Again, could these touch 18 or whatever? It might take a long while for that. So is it really worth holding for it to go up another, what? It's gonna, like, you know, they're gonna go, if you can sell for 14, then they go up to eventually to like 1,000, 1,200, and then for them to finally reach up to like 1,800. How long is that gonna take? That might take a little bit, you know. But again, if these things do drop to like 800 or something like that, man, definitely buy them up, because these things could touch. These things are gonna go up 1,200 at least, no brainer. But will these things touch, you know, what the OGs are doing? It's gonna take a long time. So is it a good hold? I guess it depends on your situation, to be honest, man. And you know, once a shoe goes up that high, like especially like these and this, it takes a certain buyer to finally get these things. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a certain buyer. It's not easy to move a $1,000 shoe, a $2,000 shoe. Trust me. I've been plenty of shows, and usually the big ticket items, they don't really move that easy. It's pretty tough to move them. But just remember, when I make these videos, I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't know everything. A lot of times I'm wrong on some things, and a lot of times I'm right. It just kind of, you know, I just do things out of my experience, like what I've seen from this shoe and past shoes. I just use my experience, and I talk about the video and things what I would do. You know, if you guys feel a certain different way, definitely go with your gut feeling. You know, don't listen to me. You know, definitely go with your gut feeling. Again, I just go with my past experience, and I just tell you guys what I would do. Am I wrong? Am I always right? You know, we're humans, man. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a freaking guru. I just do with, you know, do with my best ability. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at JumpinChris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm Jumpin' Chris. Peace.